What's up, everybody? This is T from T-Dubb BBQ. Welcome to my channel, and if this is your first time, thank you for joining. Today we'll be doing some oxtails and grits. I saw this recipe on the Big Green Egg channel. It's a recipe by Black Girls Grilling. I saw this recipe a while ago. This is my first time actually doing it. I love oxtails, grew up on oxtails. I love grits, grew up on grits. Never thought about putting the two together. So here I am finally making oxtail and grits. It's a real simple recipe. I'm excited about it, so let's get to it. Here we have the oxtail. They've been cleaned and trimmed. Really didn't have to do much trimming. I actually found a good pack. Only one had a lot of fat on it. You want to leave some fat on there for flavor, but it's really your preference. So what I'm going to do is I have some SPG, which is salt, pepper, and garlic, and I'm just going to coat them like this. And we're not using a binder. You can use a binder if you like. I prefer not to. Um, so everything's going to stick pretty good. And I have some leftover alfragoni chimichurri. And so what I'm going to do is just use the rest of this in here. And I'm going to add just a little bit of Heath Rouse garlic jalapeno. And sorry if it's not focusing. What I did was I locked the focus. So I'm going to add some Italian seasoning as well. Okay, so I have these nice and covered and coated, and what I'm going to do is let them hang out here a little while I go outside and I get the grill ready for some smoking. So today we'll be using a combination of medium and extra large lump harder charcoal. I want you to see one of these extra large pieces here. Check that out. And so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna get this end lit up, and I put the grates back on, and then get these oxtails on, and we'll start rolling smoke. Okay, so the temperatures have leveled off to about 250. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna get these on. I think I'm gonna put the bigger pieces over here closer to the fire. And I'm gonna turn the fat towards the fire as well. Get them set up like this. Got a pull stoke wood chunk in there. And whenever you're smoking with Weber or any type of grill, you want to put your exhaust vent on this side. And so that way that smoke pulls across before it leaves the grill, and it gives you that nice smoky flavor. We're going to let these run for about an hour and a half before we take a look at them. It's a windy day, so I might check them out a little earlier than that, but run them about an hour and a half to an hour and 45 minutes before we take a look at them, and we'll just go from there. All right, so we're back out here. It's been actually 2 hours. So we're going to see how these things are looking. Oh, yeah, those look real good. Got a nice bark on there. So I'm going to get a pan for the braising solution and take these out and get them back on. Here's our pan. You can use a Dutch oven. That's perfectly fine. So I'm just going to get these in here. And man, these smell fantastic. So we just have some beef broth. Went ahead and warm this beef broth up. And that's enough. Then we have some onions and peppers we're going to put in here. And then some tomato paste and crushed peppers. Come back through some more of the seasoning. Just put the lid down and let that continue to smoke for about 30 minutes uncovered. All right, so it's been about 30 minutes. And all we're going to do now is just get everything mixed around. But it smells good. I mean, I wish y'all could smell this. Oh, and I did add some bay leaves. All right, so what we're going to do now is cover these in foil, and we're going to let them go about another hour and a half before I check them. But what we're going for is that they're nice and tender and falling off the bone. All right, so the next time I see you all, it'll be time to plate. All right, so these have had enough time to get a nice braising. And oh yeah, nice and probed tender. And now we about to dig in. Thank you for watching. Subscribe, and I'll see you next time.